everyone. Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. This is podcast number 25. We had a special podcast last Wednesday, sorry the delay for those wanted to see that. But yeah, E3 happened and we couldn't stream at the same time as a press conference. That wouldn't be right. So yeah, that's going to be
sense.
No, it wouldn't make sense at all. You're going to watch us, you're going to watch a PlayStation press conference. Honestly now. So today we've got a great podcast heading your way. I want to introduce you to my panel of guests. We've got Allie, our RPG queen. How you doing, my dear?
I'm great. And yourself?
Very good. We've got Simo, who is our technical producer of this wonderful podcast.
Hello.
And a very, very special guest. It's Pascal from eSportsMTL. How you doing?
Hey, everyone. I'm good. Thank you.
So yeah, we're going to get into talking and asking Pascal tons of questions about what is eSportsMTL, what are the upcoming events, including the Super Smash Bash. But first, I want to let you guys know about the upcoming cool stuff that we're happening here at Girls on Games. We've got Montreal Comic Con coverage coming up for you, along with the live podcast, live and in real life with the Girls on Games. We don't know the time and the date yet. We'll post it as soon as it comes out. But it's happening. It's real. Trust me, it's real. Also, this week we have Indie Spotlight Night. I hope I'm saying correctly that it is Belladonna with Kat Ashley. Am I right, Allie?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure.
No, that's it.
I guessed. So yeah, that's on Thursday night at 8 p.m. right here. And yeah, we've got some really cool stuff. Actually, we've got some t-shirts coming, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's gonna be real cool. Kind of like the one I got on. Yeah. So let's get all the fun going. We're gonna get into some hot news. Obviously, the past week was a whirlwind of awesomeness. Yeah, really, like really. But we covered a lot of that on Wednesday. So here, first off the bat, one of the first games out, actually comes out tomorrow, post E3, is Batman Arkham Knight, which I am losing my mind over.
Excited, Leia? You're excited?
You have no idea. Like tomorrow night, forget it. Forget it. Thank God we have a provincial holiday on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
just
true.
saying.
It's true.
Just saying. So I can stay up late playing that game, sleep in the morning, maybe do a little bit of yard work, and then play again. The reviews are unbelievable. Polygon gave it a 10. IGN gave it a 9.2. I'm chomping at the bit to get at it. But there's a huge patch, a launch day patch of 3.5 gigs. How do you guys feel about having to like throw your disc in there and wait for 3.5 gigs to download?
That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's a doozy. But hey, it'll work. But, at least I'm assuming it's going to work.
You know what? I'd rather they patch it than it doesn't work, one. And that it's like content that's hitting on disk or something like that. I prefer that, you get here, you got a patch, download it, whatever, it's done, so the game's going to run fine after.
I imagine if you buy digitally, you don't stress out about this because it's all wrapped up into the digital package.
Yeah.
But of course, obviously, if you go buy a physical disc, they print those things like months in advance, or maybe 8 months in advance. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what the timeline is. I would love to figure that out. And if they print them in different places. Because, I mean, you have to ship them, right? And get them, like, distributed. And then it's, like, all, like, secret. Like, they come in boxes with ginormous labels on them saying, like, do not break street date. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to know how all that goes down. But, yeah, 3.5 gigs is a lot.
Well, I guess that means also that they've been continuously working on the game even if the disc is shipped. So, I guess that's...
Yeah, well, they were supposed to come out, the 2nd of June, I want to say? It was supposed to come out then, delayed by 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, which is fine, and I guess they had to delay it so much, one, for all the stuff they had to do, the work on it, and two, you don't want to launch a game during E3.
Nope.
That would be dumb.
No.
I don't know about you guys, but I find it kind of, it kind of ruins the moment. Like, I understand, like, yeah, the game's going to work after this, and that's all cool, but at the same time, like, half the excitement of buying a new game is like going home with it in your little hands and, being able to play it right away.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit through like 3 hours of updating or something, depending on your internet connection.
Dude, tomorrow.
I remember buying Defiance and having like a 6-hour patch after I bought that game. And I was just like, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God, this is the worst decision of my life.
What I think I'm going to do, hopefully it gets to my desk tomorrow around noon. If not, it's going to come.
Leia is having issues. All right, we're back.
Oh my God, guys. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, my internet quit, and I have no idea why because there's nobody here. There's only me. Well,
Because
oh my.
reasons.
I'm not gonna say who my internet provider is because I might get in trouble.
It's probably Bell.
Um, yeah. So yeah, okay, Batman Arkham Knight, big ta day patch. Ali, you were mentioning about you liking that feeling of like having the physical disc, getting home, shoving it in the drive and being like, "Yeah, I can play." And these
Yeah, I don't
patches
know.
take that glory away from you.
They do. I don't know,
Mm,
Pascal, what do you think?
Yeah, same thing. I don't know. Downloading is just not the same as just buying the game physically in store. It just feels a lot better. Plus, you can
yeah.
always put it in, like in a bookcase or something like that, and you see all your games.
My
Yeah.
Steam library would disagree with you. I don't know. I to me the only magic that's there is for collector's edition, that kind of stuff. But
Mm,
like the actual disc, I rather like buy it for $25 less on Steam 6 months later. So
mm.
that's my
Yeah.
prerogative.
Tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon, what I'm gonna have to do is is come home, put the disc in, start the download,
Yeah.
go out, because if not, I'll just be like staring at that download thing over and over again,
Yeah,
and then come back.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. E3 is over for another year. Yay, it was fun.
Definitely.
Polygon wrote an amazing op-ed about how E3 this year has inspired hope in the video game industry. Do you guys feel hopeful after hearing all the news?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was. I think companies are finally understanding that people want good games. They don't want a game every year, or they don't want a game that's being rushed. And I think that games being announced so early in the development means that they're actually going to take their time, and they're going to be like, it's going to take 2 3 years to get that game out, which is perfectly fine. Like, there's no rush. Take your time to make a good game, and make it interesting. Like, I'm thinking about um, one of my very favorite game is Mirror's Edge, and I'm really excited to see what they're doing with Catalyst and Catalyst, Cataclysm, Catalyst.
Catalyst,
Okay, sorry.
like a science thing.
Yeah, Cataclysm is the World of Warcraft. Sorry about that, but yeah. So it's, I don't know. There's maybe not hopeful, but I think that we're going the right way, and I think that even the way Bethesda did their conference, where it was like all good news and new stuff, and like the game's out now. It's like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome. So yeah,
Mm,
I don't know. I think this E3 got me really excited about video games, and it hasn't been like that for a while.
Allie, you couldn't participate in our podcast last week, and we didn't
I
really get your
couldn't.
take on E3. So, are you hopeful?
I am. I thought
Oh, you kidding me?
We're having lots of problems
Oh
here
my
today.
god, now Ali's losing connection.
I'm losing I'm fine on my
Okay,
end.
there you go. You're back now.
Oh,
Yeah, we
sorry
we, we
guys.
all lost you for a sec.
Um, I thought there was a lot of variety at this year's E3, which is something that I thought was lacking over the past couple
Hmm.
of years.
Mm,
There were a little bit and there were different titles that seemed like they were trying something different. We had things like Unravel, which just like caught my eye
That's really
immediately,
cool.
and I am so looking forward to that game. And I thought everything that was announced or was presented seemed a lot closer than things have in the past.
mm,
Even not just the Bethesda show, which I thought was the best conference out of all of them, even though I don't think
Hmm.
it was technically E3. I don't know what that fell
D
under.
minus one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
That's what
we
we
go.
decided.
And um, yeah, everything just seems a lot more. It seems like it's here instead of in 2 years from now. So I don't know. I walked away from E3, not physically, obviously, but feeling pretty good about the industry and what's going to happen in the next year or two.
Mm. Pascal, what was your favorite thing out of E3 this year?
Oh, Black Ops 3,
Oh yeah?
for sure,
How do you
for
feel
sure.
about it
Becky's
being
gonna be
lead?
happy.
How do you feel about being lead on PS4?
Yeah, I wasn't really happy about that because I don't have a PS4.
It's
Oh
coming
But
out
no.
on both.
I know, but I mean, I don't really understand the take of Sony wanting to. I don't know why Microsoft let go of that. It's kind of for me anyway. I find it's a bad maybe strategy to do that. They'll probably lose a lot of business from that, but
Well, it's not a like it's not an exclusive. It's just for a couple
Yeah, but like the
some
new
maps
maps
or
will come
whatever.
out for
It's probably because they
PlayStation
have
4.
Halo coming out at the exact same time, and they'd rather put their money into their own property than into
That could be
that.
possible. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Next year it'll be back Xbox first.
Let's hope.
Probably.
Yeah. Um, you guys watched the Nintendo press conference?
Yes.
Yes.
Those puppets were actually Muppets.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
The
like Jim
by
Henson
Jim
made.
Henson?
Yeah, well, his company
Really?
with the son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, they were totally. There's a few posts on Twitter by Nintendo of the crew going over and checking out the Muppet factory.
That
I want
is
to call
really
it.
cool.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a video coming out soon of how that was made. I'm really intrigued, and now I want a Muppet made of me.
You can actually do that.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Muppet store in New York, I believe. And I think there's one at Disney, I want to say, where you can
Yeah.
actually go and have a Muppet made of you. And like you make it yourself. It's like Build-A-Bear, but build
That
a
is
Muppet.
so cool.
But
Yeah,
how
it's
did they
really
do it
Holy
to
cool.
make it look like your face? Because like those
Well,
look
like
like them.
you would have to make it. And obviously it's not going to be quite as detailed as like Nintendo money,
Yeah. Okay.
but
It's
it's
probably
still,
gonna be like you could put blue highlights on the hair or whatever of your Muppet, that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
I like it. I like it. And last but not least, Nintendo spoke to IGN about why they didn't show the 3D Zelda because apparently there's footage and they just didn't bother to show us because
Why?
their new rule is that they only want to show games that are 6 to 8 months out of release, which doesn't make any freaking sense because they showed us the game last year. Why not show it this year? I don't know. Maybe they're not
I
happy with it.
I think they had an oopsie last year when they showed it. I think they pulled the trigger a little too soon, jumped the gun a little too soon, and now people are sitting there going, "Yeah, but where is it?" You know?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's
And so
very
people are getting
Nintendo
antsy.
to not show things until,
Yeah,
it's pretty damn well solid. And I think they freaked out because this is the first big open world game and they didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
very
Well,
possible.
yeah. Well, the producer literally came out and said we're not happy with the direction where it's going right now. So I don't know if like they're redoing it from scratch, but that is some very Valve-ish thing to do to restart from scratch a game. So, restart a game from scratch. Holy fuck! I just switched my words. Sorry.
It's all good.
Jesus, it's Monday. I'm sorry.
It's all good. So
Um,
now,
what do you oh, what do you
go
think,
ahead.
Pascal? Do you think that that it was a good idea for them to hold back on the footage? Do you think it took away from their show?
No, not necessarily. I mean, people will still expect it, and we're still waiting to see it. So I think they still had some good stuff to present. So I don't think it's going to change that much. But it would be nice to see it. But I mean, they can do like Apple, just hold the hype and make everyone talk about it. Maybe it's
That's
going
true.
to be a bigger
No one's gonna be
surprise.
forgetting about it. So that's
No.
Yeah,
that's
for
for
sure.
sure.
No, it's going to be on everybody's question list when they go in to talk to Nintendo for sure to try and get a scoop. Let's jump into the topics and the whole reason why Pascal's here today.
Hello.
So Pascal runs a company called eSportsMTL. You can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and on the interwebs at eSportsMTL. And you've got a special thing happening on the 11th of July. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we're organizing a Super Smash Bash on Super Smash 4, if people are asking. It's going to be big. Obviously, probably not the biggest one ever, but we're trying to make it big enough for people to recognize us. So we should have between 150 to 250 people.
Wow.
We're going to try to get at least 100 plus players. So it's going to be a really, really big tournament. But also, it's an event. So we're going to have side games. With Just Dance, Mario Kart, people will be able to play on this side as well, the guests. We're gonna have cosplayers, which should be pretty interesting as well. There's gonna be alcohol available. I just announced today actually the Super Smash drink, which looks pretty
Ooh.
cool. So we got a special for those. So $4 a drink. You can have a taste of that. Also, we have a good pitcher price for beer, $12 if everyone's interested. So yeah, we're just gonna have a great time. We're gonna have an announcer on scene, Derek. If you guys don't know him, you will. He's really good at describing the games. Um, we're doing this in collaboration with Super Smash Bros. Montreal. If you guys have never heard about them, you can go check out their Facebook page. They're probably the biggest community in Montreal. They organize weeklies all the time. You can attend the Super Smash Loft. and you can see everything they've done in the past. So we're collaborating with them. They're mostly going to be in charge of running the tournament. So if you guys have questions about the rules, the stocks, if there's time and things like that, definitely direct your questions to them,
Mm-hmm.
Super Smash Montreal. So that's basically what we're doing for the Super Smash Bash. And I hope you guys are going to come. $25 for player tickets, $5 for guests. So hurry up and buy your tickets.
And it's a BYOC, right? Bring your own controller?
Yes, that's exact. Yeah, we're not really going to have any controllers on site, so it's better to bring your own controller if you need it. Plus, some people prefer using their controller anyway, so we kept it that way.
Okay. Now this is the Wii U version of the game.
Yes.
So can people hook up their amiibos with all the data so they have the settings that they like, or are people only going to be able to use the stock versions of the players?
That's something that you'd have to ask a Super Smash in Montreal to
Okay.
see what they plan on doing for the tournament itself.
Okay.
But you can definitely look at that later.
I will. So
I would think that it would be the stock characters because you don't want someone to have an advantage over someone else with settings that they could have tweaked with the character. So I'm guessing it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
stock.
that's one of the questions that came up actually. So we're still waiting on that. We're not 100% sure of what we're going to do for these kind of things, but
mhm.
we'll if anyone has questions, they can go ahead on the Facebook page and just ask their question, and we'll make sure to answer it.
Cool.
Okay. So this is all happening on the 11th of July at the Montreal Forum, the
Yes.
AMC Forum, the old home of the Habs.
Yeah.
Uh, what is the timeline of the day?
Essentially, it's going to start at 11:30. We ask the players maybe to come at least 30 minutes ahead of time, just so we can check you guys in, explain to you how it's going to work, where you guys are going to be sitting, who you're going to challenge,
Hmm.
and it's going to go all the way to 10 p.m. The event itself is the tournament should start around 12:31. Not 100% sure yet. We're going to see how many people check in, and it's going to run all the way to 6, which is going to
Hmm.
be the regular matches. After that, we're going to have at least an hour of break for people to eat. There will be food available on site, drinks, alcohol, whatever you want. After that, we're going to begin the semifinals and the finals, which is going to be on stage with the announcer.
Okay.
Cool.
And it should be maybe to 9:30. I guess it really depends how fast they play.
Hmm.
And maximum 10 o'clock. And then after that, we invite everyone to stay after, have some drinks with the eSportsMTL team, possibly Girls on Games as well. Their staff is going to be there. A lot more people. There's going to be probably some journalists as well, so you guys can talk to them, ask them questions. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
Very cool indeed. How many consoles do you think you're going to have to run in order to get this thing going?
Yeah, we're just checking some technical stuff, but we're trying to run 16 consoles.
Woo! And playing eight-player Smash?
I'm sorry? Whoop, I think it's lagging a bit.
Yeah, Leia's breaking out. She asked if
Oh,
you're gonna do
no.
some 8-player Smash.
Oh, no, no. I'm not doing that.
Because that would be cool too to do an 8-player Smash.
Yeah,
That's-
we've thought about it, but not yet. Maybe for the next upcoming tournaments.
Okay. While Leia's lagging out, Ali, do you have any questions?
Yeah, let's just look at the document here really quickly.
Well, I actually have
Oh.
have one. Like, how do you even start up eSport Montreal? Like, what came to mind when you said, "All right, I'm gonna start a company that's called eSport Montreal, and I'm gonna organize tournaments all over Montreal"? Like,
Yeah,
what gave you
okay.
the idea?
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story, actually. First of all, it began because I wanted to, for some reason, I just watched a Fnatic video the other day, and I just saw how they were running a pro team with their players, and they seemed to be having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my friend, you know what? I think I want to have a pro team, and he's like, what? What do you mean? Well,
Okay.
I want to own a pro team and have some players and everything like that. We're gonna sign them up for tournaments, get some sponsors. I guess I
Okay.
probably just went a bit too far, but we were just talking, having fun. But then we started searching the internet for tournaments happening, events happening in Montreal, and we just noticed that there aren't that many. In
It's
fact,
true. Yeah.
there's a couple big ones per year, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Montreal is an excellent place for that. We have over 92 gaming developing companies just in Montreal itself.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people. The city has everything we need, venues, the nightlife. So we can definitely make something exciting with that.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're like, you know what? I think we should organize the events ourselves. I mean, we can do it. My friend's really involved in the gaming community. He knows a lot of people in the gaming community. I have a lot of finance experience, so I think we make a good match.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
we
Yeah.
put that together and started eSportsMTL. And we're like, let's go for it. Let's do this.
So you went from we're gonna build our own esports team to
From
we're gonna
having a pro team
organize
to
events.
organizing events. That's essentially what happened.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's definitely a market for that. If it's such a growing market and it's getting huge, and it's in the states, it's huge, it's humongous, and whenever the states
Oh
do,
yeah.
whenever the states do something, of course, it's gonna trickle down eventually, well, up to Canada. So I think it's just a question of time, and there's so many articles coming out right now that are like esports is the place to be. It's the place to invest. Like shit's just starting, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be huge. So
Yeah, I think it's estimated to be like a $700 million industry in
wow,
2017. So
wow.
it's definitely the right time to make this happen. And like I said before, Montreal is a perfect place for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's only gonna go up from here.
Definitely, yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Only gonna go up. It's
Hey, welcome
So I
pretty.
back
made it
again.
back. I made it back. Yay!
Oh,
Welcome back.
welcome back.
Having
I caught
issues.
that. I don't know what's going on here today. I think I don't know. I don't know. You guys just asked a question about how to get started.
Yes.
Sweet. So what's next then for esports MTL after Super Smash Bash?
If you guys go check out our website, we haven't announced it yet, but there's a really good chance we're gonna do a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, probably tournament slash event.
Cool.
Because I like playing Call of Duty a lot, so I think I'm going to be very excited for this event. So I think this should be our next event if everything goes right. And then we're going to be looking maybe at FIFA and eventually towards the middle or end of the year, probably League of Legends or some sort of Street Fighter tournament.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's probably, don't quote me on this, but that's probably what we're going to be organizing for the next event.
Very cool, very cool. So if everybody wants to keep in contact with you guys to know what's going on, be it to sign up to Super Smash Bash or to see what's coming on, where can they get the most updates from you?
Definitely the Facebook page. You can get all the updates just like the page where we announce frequent updates, but also they have a follow button now for the events on Facebook. It's going to be in the left column. You can just click on that, and every event that we create, you will be notified.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very nifty.
It's a new one.
Very
Yeah.
neat. I shared the
And is
links
there
in the
anything else
chat.
you want to? Oh, perfect, perfect. Is there anything else you want to tell the chat folks and the folks on the podcast about for esports MTL?
No, not that I can think of for now.
All right, cool. We're going to jump into our secondary topic, and something that I guess is near and dear to my heart in that I am getting older, and there's an article on Financial Post of all things. 10 reasons I know I'm becoming an old gamer, and I know I am the grizzled veteran of the team. I am a 30-year-old playing 31-year-old playing video games, which is quite all right. My parents think I'm crazy, but that's all right. They're like, "When are you going to grow up?" I'm like, "Never." Yeah, so I'm gonna roll through these topics, these 10 things, and see if you guys relate. The first one right off the bat is I like to play on normal or gasp easy difficulty. When you play a game now, do you jump right into hardcore mode, or do you
No.
like to play on normal and just cruise through?
Personally, depends on the game. If it's a shooter on PC, I usually try to up the difficulty. But if it's any other like RPG or whatever, I just usually go to normal. I never go to easy because that's just you want to have a little challenge, when you're actually playing the game. You don't want to get, just do nothing and kill everybody. So yeah, I guess it depends on the game, really.
Pascal?
Yeah, same thing. It's really going to depend on the game, but usually I stick with normal.
Ali?
I am not ashamed to admit it. I am not ashamed to admit it that when I played The Witcher
Easy,
3,
yeah.
which I'm still playing easy, even lower than easy, Pascal.
Wow.
There's such a thing.
What's lower
Wow,
than
okay.
easy?
Actually, in the link that you sent us, there's it shows the difficulty
First
settings for The
screenshot.
Witcher 3, and it's like just the story, and I was like, yeah, that's for me. I was like, you know what? When it comes to RPGs, I love RPGs. And it's not just the gameplay, it's also like the story.
Yeah.
And when I saw that option, I was like, give it to me. Yes, I'll take it. Like, I wanted to enjoy The Witcher 3 so badly, and I knew it was such a huge game. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to have to replay these fights 18 times. I'm like, this is gonna break my immersion with the game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take it slow. So yeah, I driving Miss Daisied my way through The Witcher 3 so far.
Honestly, it's not that bad. I'll play on normal, and I don't know. I haven't tried easy, but even on normal, I'm not like at the best video game player, especially with a controller. But even on normal, I'm not having that much of an issue controlling, especially that you have auto aim for a lot of your stuff like bombs and crossbow and everything.
Mhm.
Like you can auto aim kind of, so that really makes it easy for me. But yeah, no, it's I haven't tried easy, so I don't know. I can
No,
tell you.
no bloodborning in this.
No, oh god,
Yeah,
definitely no.
yeah.
I
I
would
don't
pay
have.
to watch Ali play Bloodborne.
I
There's
was
not
playing
enough.
Dark Souls, and that was enough.
There's not enough hours in a day left anymore for me to waste my time playing a boss over and over again. Did that for Batman Arkham Origins with freaking Deathstroke. Between me and my now husband passing the controller back and forth, I was like never again, and that was on normal mode. But yeah, there's just like there are other things to do because we have lives and jobs and families and dogs and food and sleep and sanities that you just don't have the time to play games like that anymore. I don't. There's no need to be like, yes, I beat this on Legendary. We just don't feel that anymore. We're just happy to get through the damn game. Retro means something really different to me than it does younger players. And this is something funny because they talk about, like retro to me is like NES. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
other people, might be Atari or whatever, but I grew up on the NES. And then to other kids, it's probably Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii is kicking
Wow.
it old school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, yeah, I mean, that's not kicking it old school to
No.
us. I guess they think anything but the current console is kicking it old school.
No, to me it was the blisters in my hand playing Mario Party 64. To me
Oh, the 64.
that was to me that was my old school is the 64. It's the first console I bought with my own money, and I played the shit out of that console. It's just crazy how much I loved almost every game that I played on that console. I loved it, like from Banjo Kazooie to freaking Diddy Kong Racing to all those amazing games that came out on that console. It's just so crazy. I had so much time, so much fun.
So much fun indeed.
Mm.
How about you, Pascal? What is retro gaming to you?
Um, Kind of like you actually. I definitely had an NES. I would play. I think it was called Duck Hunt.
Well,
Yeah,
classic.
Newsboy or something. It was this game
Paperboy,
where what
Yeah,
was it called?
Paperboy.
Paperboy.
Paperboy. That's it exactly. Oh, that was great. I played that until I broke the NES, and then I just I couldn't play for a while. Then my next console after that was Sega Genesis. I don't know if
Wow,
there's
Oh,
Sega
yeah,
boy.
yeah. So I played Sonic and pretty much every like fighting game available for the Genesis. So that was a great time. But also,
nice.
yeah, I definitely remember the 64. Played a lot of Mario Party with those horrible thumbsticks that you would just,
Yes, so
break
bad.
your fingers and then have
Yep.
stars everywhere.
Going.
Uh,
Uh
oh
huh.
yeah, it was bad. It was so easy to break a controller,
Yeah,
especially if you would play Mario Party and you'd have to press A really, really fast.
yeah, it's
You would
crazy.
change controllers so often.
I was never lucky. I never got to the Genesis. I only had the Nintendo console, so I missed out on all the Sonics and all those games. I never played those games. I'm not ashamed to admit that the only Sonic I've ever played is Sonic Generations. And it's a great game. I fucking love it. I'm like I should go play the other games, the other Sonics. It's really good. But yeah, the only Sonic game I've ever played is Sonic Generations. So, but
I'm
it's
gonna go.
probably one of the very good ones. So
I'm gonna go open a light so you guys can see me better. Just give me a second.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the sun's
It's
setting.
getting dark.
Getting darkness. How about you, Allie?
I'm sort of the baby of the group, I think. I think I'm Simon, how old are you?
27.
Okay, yeah, so I'm sort of the baby of the group. I honestly did not get into gaming until I got my PS1. And even then I picked it up years later from when it was released. And so I worked my way backwards. I've mentioned this before that I've worked my way backwards through gaming. So I consider, N64 era like retro, just
Yes.
because it's what you hear constantly, and that's, I would definitely not call the Wii
No,
retro.
No.
no, of course
I
not. Of
think this
course
is a
not.
young kid.
Yeah, like 10-year-olds, but yeah, no. So.
Well, the gentleman that wrote this, he says he's in his mid 40s and it's his daughter. So, of course, that's going to be old to
Oh
her.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember when I was at Concordia, 12 years ago. We had a retro gaming night where we had a party and everything, and we would not play anything that was 3D. Everything had to be non 3D. So not even the N64 or the Dreamcast went into that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So many good games.
Yeah, so many good games. Third one, I have arthritis in my trigger finger, which is true. Yeah, so this guy he has battle wounds. He has scars from some of the controllers and stuff. Yeah, I do find like after sitting for extended periods of time playing games, especially my couch, I have to remember to put a pillow behind my back because if not, my shoulders start to go like this, and then the next day I'm like, why the hell am I crippled? It's because I was sitting for 6-something hours playing video games. It happens. It happens. You get older. Your body hurts.
Me, it's my I play CS a lot, a lot, and to me, it's my wrist sometimes starts to crack and hurt. Because I'm stupid. I should use my whole arm, my movements, but the way that I use my mouse, it's mostly my wrist. And sometimes I'm like, fucking hell, it hurts. And I have to like stop and stretch and like, oh God, it's so bad.
Pascal, do you have any video games? Pascal, do you have any video game injuries?
No, I don't think I played long enough for that. I never usually go over 3 hours.
No.
So you guys are much more hardcore than I am.
Someone who knows how to pace himself.
Yeah, exactly.
I get the claw.
The claw?
For my mouse.
Yeah.
I get a claw thing going on. It's terrible.
The worst is working all day and then coming back and trying to game and being like, why doesn't my body want to react? And it's like, oh yeah, you spent 8 hours in front of a computer already. Pascal, you'll have to join us for Extra Life this year. Or a 24-hour gaming marathon.
It's very fun. It's really cool.
When we get delirious at 4 a.m.
Yes, with Armin lying on the floor and just saying random crap. It was
Yeah, that's hardcore. Speaking of video game injuries, he talks about having a scar on his palm from playing Centipede in the arcade via 1983. He got his hand caught in the machine. Many a time I've mentioned the fact that my dad's a doc, and he'll get random ridiculous calls about people breaking their hands playing Wii U. Throwing controllers through TVs, that kind of stupid shit. I don't have any actual battle scars from playing, except for like internal things. That's about it. Fifth one is I wear headphones at night to keep from waking the family. Yes, I do, so that my hubby doesn't lose his mind. Yeah,
definitely. I always have headphones on. It's super rare that unless I'm like playing NHL where I can't really plug in a headphone. I always have headphones on.
But that's mostly because you got to chat and stuff too, right?
Well, yeah, that too, and well, again, going back to Counter-Strike, I want to hear where the people are behind me and next to me, so I know where they go and what they're doing. So, and you know, you kind of want to get immersed into the game and the world you're playing. So, of course, you know. And some games now have such, like The Witcher 3 has amazing music and sound, so you want to hear that, you know, you want to get into the game and really get into it, and the best way to do it is headphones. Speakers will do it justice.
No, it's true, unless you got really, 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 really good surround sound.
Yes.
Pascal? You.
No, I don't really wear headphones because I have a condo where it's really isolated, so I can blast, you know, the sound of the game, no problem. My neighbors won't complain, so no, I don't really use headphones that much.
Ali, you're known for your late night game attacks.
Yeah.
You always wear your headphones?
Yeah, I don't even have speakers on my computer.
No?
Because you know, I stream at like 11:30 till like 6 in the morning sometimes.
Oh, wow.
And you know, my poor boyfriend's trying to sleep.
She
and
sleeps
so
never.
like, yeah, I very rarely.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
But yeah, so I always have my headset on, and I really love this headset. It's the surround sound in this thing is crazy. I don't know if any of you guys watched me playing Through the Woods or Through the Forest for Indie Spotlight last week, but I was freaking out because I could hear something chasing me behind me. And I was like, okay, you know what? If I get speakers in here and if I get like a good surround sound thing going on, I'm not going to be able to handle it. So
what are you wearing?
Keep it. This is the they're actually I can link the information. I'll do that for you.
They're Razors, right?
Yes, they are
The
Razer Kraken
7.1.
Chroma. Yeah, the Razer Kraken Chroma. So
nice. The sixth thing on the list, most video game protagonists are younger than me. A lot younger. Some as much as 20 or 30 years. Yep. Those times when people are like 16, 17-year-old protagonists. Yep.
To me, that's hockey players. And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
going off topic, but I remember when I was young, I'm like, oh my god, like he's 18, he's playing in the NHL.
He's
Oh
so
my god! And
old.
now I'm like 27, and I see like Galchenyuk is one of my favorite players, like 22 or 23. Like, holy shit, he's 5 years younger than me. What the fuck? Like, and he's making millions of dollars. Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Yeah, exactly.
Why am I not playing hockey? Well, obviously I'm not playing hockey, but I don't know. It's just, yeah,
Yeah,
funny.
it's wild. Yeah. Allie? Oh, you're still looking for
I'm
your
still
link.
I'm still pretty young.
Yeah,
So
you're
like
still fit into those characters.
Master Chief is older than me. Nathan Drake is older than me. Like, every like main like every big name main
Mm.
character is, it's got a few years on me.
When you get into like the RPGs with the really young thing, like the one in that Nintendo thing, they look like they're like 16, 17. And during the press
During
conference,
the
the anime one.
the Shin Megami Tensei mixed with
Yeah,
Fire Emblem. Yeah,
yeah.
those are high school. Those probably be about high school aged, college age. So that's, I feel a little bit closer to them than I do, Nathan Drake.
Okay, Nathan Drake and I can
Definitely.
relate. Setting up online matches with folks my age is a major undertaking because everybody has lives.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And, oh yeah, we like sleep.
Well, like we try to do a D&D and we do it online. And we're not even fucking going to other people's house, and we
Mm,
do it online. And every other week, someone can't make it because of something. So it's just yeah. When you get older, you just so much less time to do that kind of stuff, and to get everybody together at the same time doing the same thing, like Jesus.
Pascal, do you have a hard time getting your buddies together to suit some people in COD?
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially my schedule is so much different than my friends, so we
Mm,
can never get together. It's really complicated all the time. But when we do, we always have a great time. So it doesn't happen often, but it's always good.
mm. Allie?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as Simon said. I have a weekly Pathfinder session, and I know that's going to have to be put on hold for like the next 3 weeks because everyone's busy.
Yeah.
It's if it's not online, and we do that online, like Simon. Um, it's just hard.
Roll
Life
20 or
is
present.
Yeah, life is all over the place. So that kind
Yeah.
of.
Especially when you have to run off to do interviews and stuff every so often.
I don't play very many multiplayer online games, so that's not so bad. If
Yeah.
I do, it's an MMO where there's pretty much always someone online,
Mm.
which isn't makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I play very few online games. Actually, we were trying to do a Diablo thing for a while, and that just didn't pan out. Trying to get people, and there only four of us for crying out loud,
Yeah,
organized to play, just wasn't panning. But now, once I get the PC, I'll start playing Heroes of the Storm and that kind of stuff, and I'm sure I'll have to try and organize myself to be able to game more and at the right times. Um, this one's funny, okay? Number 9. The game developers I interview all seem to have silver streaked hair. So yeah, he talks about how when he started, everybody, 20 years ago it wasn't, but everybody's now, developers are 40, 50, and 60s. We're finally getting into the mature level of video game stuff now where we actually have developers who are in the normal ages of creative directors in other fields, artistic directors in other
Mm-hmm.
fields, business people in other fields. Yeah, video games are starting to get older.
yeah. Perfect example is like I don't know if you guys have seen John Romero
Oh
recently,
my
but his
god.
hair is long. It
Yeah.
is gray. Like, yeah, they're getting older.
Yeah.
The guys that started. I mean, he pioneered Doom and stuff,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
Id software.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Even
Well,
pretty.
Carmack, he looks so fucking old. Well, the guy always looked old with his big ass glasses, but it's just so funny to see them. Yeah, to see them getting older and older and older.
even seeing like Reggie and the
Mm.
Nintendo guys and stuff, like seeing them as Muppets is one thing, but like you see them in real life and you're like, yep, people are getting older. We're all growing up. When we go to events now, except for the indie developers, they seem to be younger crews, like straight out of university and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you go to UB, you go to Square Enix, you go to all these places, and it's people in their like late 30s, early 40s. So yep, video games, we're growing up. We're
Yep.
growing up. And then the last one, number 10. To me, Donkey Kong is a kidnapping SOB, which is true.
That's
Donkey
pretty
Kong,
funny.
Donkey Kong is a kidnapper. Yep. So that rounds out that really good article, which I'm trying to remember now who sent the article. It's killing me
Speaking of
now.
Donkey Kong, I know we shouldn't advertise other people's channel, but go take a look at the Game Theorists video um, on all like the Donkey Kong and Mario like
Crossover stuff?
well, no, not crossover, but like he does the how do you say it, the chronology, no, how do you,
Oh yeah, the history?
yeah,
The
kind
timeline?
of, yeah, the timeline of what's happening and who's who and what's going on. Like he was saying that the Mario in Donkey Kong, is actually Mario's father. It's fucking weird. It's really good.
Wasn't it that Peach and Luigi, or Peach and Luigi were actually ones together?
No, well, yeah, he says that Rosalina is Peach and Luigi's daughter, and the way he explains it makes a
Makes
lot
total
of sense. You know, it's actually, you're like, oh yeah, it's hard to disprove what he's saying. So, but at the same time, you're like, does Nintendo really put that much attention
Thought into it.
and thought into it? I don't think so. I think it's a guy making theories. That's why it's called the Game Theorist, but. It's worth checking out. His videos are really well made, and he's really funny. So I
The
think
dude eats a mushroom and grows. He can go down pipes. He gets fire powers from a flower and
Indeed.
superpowers from a star. Someone was on crack when they made this up. So yeah, we're okay with that. Keep going with the crazy hallucinogenics. That brings us to pretty much an end of the podcast. This is an early one for us. We're keeping it short and snappy here this evening. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's been everybody, I think a lot of people are just like video gamed out too. There's so much news over E3. People are just tired. They're ready to absorb things and prepare for all the fun stuff that's coming up this summer, including the Super Smash Bash that we will be at. Yay!
Awesome.
So
the name is confusing, but it's okay. Super
is...
Smash Bash. There's two ashes.
It's a mouthful. It's good. People will talk about it.
Smash
Super
Bash.
Smash Bash. Oh, it makes sense to me, but maybe it's because I'm an Anglo.
Maybe.
Yeah, it might be. And it works out because SSB, Super Smash Brothers, Super Smash Bash. See, I knew you were thinking. I know what you were thinking. So for people who want to learn more about what Pascal's doing with eSportsMTL and the Super Smash Bash, you can go to eSportsMTL.com. Check that out. Go to their Facebook page, Twitter. It's all got the same eSportsMTL tag. If you want to learn
local esports,
yes,
people.
and if you're going, tweet at us, tweet at them, and we'll all like hang and have one of those fancy drinks together.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Yeah, it'll done. So thanks everybody for watching. If you want to know more about us and to keep up to date, especially with all the Comic-Con stuff coming down, the esports stuff coming down, you can follow us, of course, on our website at girlsongames.ca. You can follow us on Twitter at The Girls on Games, Facebook at The Girls on Games, Instagram at Girls on Games. This show is on Twitch every Monday night. I was going to say Tuesday, but it's Monday.
Yes.
At 8 p.m.
Usually every Monday.
We do our best. We let you know if it doesn't. It's also on iTunes, so you can subscribe on iTunes. We also put it up on YouTube afterwards, so I don't know how you're hearing this, but now you can actually go to the other channels and either hear it later in case you missed it, or come hang with us live and be in the Twitch chat. Yeah. So if you are going to be at any of the events over the summer, please tweet us, because we would love to meet you all and take photos and hang out and geek out together. All right, that'd be cool. Sweet. Yeah. Yes, that will be tons of fun. All right, with that being said, let's sign off for this evening, and we'll see you all soon. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about Comic-Con with some of the guys from Comic-Con. All right.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Exciting to be there.
All right, cool. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
People.